and I'm super excited as always to share a little something with you today. And today I'm going in about 3 shifts that you need to make in order to quit what's no longer serving you. If you, for some reason, are new to me, new to my content, I am thankful that you're here. But let me take a moment to introduce myself. I am Danielle, the coach. I'm a certified life and leadership coach. I help millennial entrepreneurs break up with the status quo and unapologetically create the life of their wildest dreams. My the purpose work that I do in service of my clients, but in alignment with my own purpose, is freeing, it's liberating, it's soul stirring, and it's game changing. Like it's so necessary, right? So I will not shut up about the things that I talk about and helping my fellow millennial entrepreneurs break free from the status quo, affect change in their own life, shift things on purpose. And so today I'm going to give a little bit about um, some keys on ways to really begin that process of shifting out of where you are, where you no longer want to be, where you're unfulfilled, right, and feeling stuck, into where you really want to be. I got 3 keys for you, and then I'm out. Okay. If you happen to be here watching with me live, do me a favor and let me know. Say hey in the chat. Hopefully, I'll be able to see it. I don't know if I will, but let me know. I would love to know that you're here with me live. If you happen to be catching the replay, do me a favor and drop hashtag replay so that I know you came back through and watched it, and then I'll come back and show you some love as well. Okay. Um, I want to bring to your attention before I dive in the description of the video, there is a link where you can book a free strategy session with me. If you're in a space where you are straddling, you're doing all the things, juggling not only entrepreneurship, but still the 9 to 5, and you really want to let that 9 to 5 go, you want to be able to quit with confidence, I want to invite you to schedule a complimentary strategy session with me, so I can learn more about what you got going on and see what might be possible for you to get you out of where you are and moving in the direction of where your heart desires, right? So I shared a little bit earlier about like the work that I do, why I do it. This is purpose work that I do. And it's something so satisfying to me as a coach, as someone who was created with purpose, to know that what I'm doing is helping people position themselves so that they too can align with their purpose in service of other people. It's the gift that keeps on giving. But one thing that I know that there's lots of reasons why my fellow go-getters allow themselves to stay stuck in places and doing things that are no longer serving them. And so I'm going to give you three things to shift in your world to help you begin that process of breaking away at the cement around your feet, breaking away, those mindsets that are no longer serving you, and really thinking about what's next differently and finding the opportunities in what may be right in front of you that you haven't looked at as an opportunity up until now, right? So the first thing that you need to shift, that you need in order to shift, is clarity. And let me preface this by saying everything that I'm getting ready to share is common sense, right? We all know these things. But what I know is that when you are in so deep and you're overwhelmed with the level of work and effort that it's taking to get out of where you are into where you really want to be, like you're underwhelmed with what it's taking to get through every day just so that you can get to work on your business, or you can get to researching to figure out what your business idea may be. The simplest things can seem like probability and statistics. And I'm a math major, so that's why I reached into my math toolbox for that one, right? But some of the simplest things can seem so complicated when you just have too many things swirling for you, and your decision making can be a little bit skewed, right? And you may discount some opportunities that may be readily available to you. And so clarity is probably the lowest hanging fruit of the three, right? You need clarity. You need to understand what next might look like, what you want next to look like, right? What are your non negotiables? What is it that you want and you're not willing to settle for, right? When is your last day? What is your goal? What is your plan? Clarity requires decisiveness. Clarity requires courage. Clarity requires you being not only intentional, but also being persistent about what it is that you said that you wanted. When you're clear, it's like the roads open up, because now the vision that you have gives you the path that you've been missing to get where you're trying to go. Like, clarity is necessary, and it's something that you can't, or it's not in your best interest to overlook the clarity piece, because that's going to be your guiding light in this journey that you're about to take, right? The clarity that you have is going to be the thing that grounds you. It's going to be the thing that continues to motivate you. It's going to be the thing that frees you, right? You're clear, so I know where I'm going, so now I'm motivated, right? Or either you're motivated to get the clarity. Now I have something I'm working towards, right? When you get the clarity, then, I know where I'm going now, so I can make a decision. I can take this leap. I can take this informed, calculated risk because I have a plan. I'm clear, right? And then when you get eyeballs deep into this thing, then you also are in a position where, on the days where entrepreneurship has its way with you, the clarity that you had in the beginning before you started the journey, that's what you use to ground yourself and remind yourself why you're doing this even in the first place. So clarity is super important. And I'll share a quick story of one of my clients. I've done a case study with her, Demelza. When she came to me, she had dabbled in a couple of different things, right? And was looking to really figure out what her lane and what her angle was. And in doing the work with her and supporting her on her journey, she was able to get clear on what her purpose is. She was able to get clear on which avenue she wanted to take and table the ones that were not for her in this season, but pick up the thing, right, that empowered her, that fueled her, and that fulfilled her the most. She got clear. And once she was clear, she was able to stop stretching herself and doing all of the things and focus her energy on the one thing, the main thing, and kill the game in her own lane. Like, clarity is freeing. It's motivating and it's freeing. Super important. The second shift that you got to make is getting confident. And confidence and the clarity go hand in hand, right? When you become clear, it adds to your confidence, because you know what you know, whether it's because you've decided or you've gotten answers to questions that were once unknown, which fuel the lack of clarity, right? So when you have the clarity and you make a decision and you let the world know, hey, I'm getting ready to do this thing, or whomever you let know, there is a certain level of confidence that comes, it's like a byproduct of the clarity. But you need confidence. So there's the confidence that comes with the clarity, but then there's also just confidence, period, right? You're getting ready to do something, it scares you. So naturally, there's going to be people around you, friends, family, peers, coworkers, managers, whomever, that you may share what it is that you're looking to do. You're looking to leave your 9 to 5 and pursue full-time entrepreneurship. For most people, they won't understand. Some can understand conceptually, but like the thing that's yearning inside of you, that's tugging at you by day, and keeping you up at night, most people don't understand that. So it's going to take a certain level of confidence that you're going to have in order to do this thing that you want to do, and not let other people's opinions and just lack of understanding keep you from doing what it is that you really want to do. Before I give you the third thing that to shift, I want to drop this in again. So in the description, and I'll go back and I think I'll put it in the comments as well, there is a link to book a complimentary strategy session with me. This call is for my fellow go-getters who may be straddling doing the 9 to 5 and balancing building and growing a business outside of their 9 to 5, but they know, in the long run, you don't plan to retire from your job. Your goal is to position yourself and grow your business to the point where it can replace and supersede your income, to move into this space of like literally team no cap, right? What salary? There's no salary caps, right? That's what you really, really want. This is for my go-getters that have the vision, right? Of one day taking the leap. And even if you don't know, you may not know exactly how, and that's okay, because most times you don't. You may not know exactly when, but you know that, listen, I can't take this much longer. Something has got to give. My life is out of control. I gotta figure something out. Like, I gotta figure something out. If that's how you've been feeling, this call is for you. The call is not a vent session. The call is not a pick my brain session. This is for my go-getters that are ready to get up and go get it by any means necessary, and are willing to be open and vulnerable and transparent and share a little bit, and allow me in your world for just a moment, right, to see what strategy you could implement and execute on to maybe collapse time for you. That's who this call is for. So if that is you, I want you to go to daniellethecoach.com/apply and book your session, and we'll have that conversation. But I want to make sure I drop that in and let you know who it's for and who it's not for. Go to daniellethecoach.com/apply and book your session. Now, shift number 3. This might not be the most common, right? So you got the clarity, and then you got your confidence, and this just so happens to be another C. So these are the three C's are the shifts for you to quit what's no longer serving you. So this third C is community. There is nothing like stepping out in faith, taking a risk, doing something uncommon, doing something unpopular, doing something unprecedented, and feeling like you're on an island of your own. And not because you don't have people around you that love and care about you. What you're missing is people who literally understand what it is that either you're getting ready to do, that you're doing, or that you did. It makes a world of difference. And I'm here to tell you, entrepreneurship can be a lonely road at times. Even if you're not alone, it can feel lonely. And there's nothing like being associated with other like-minded and like-spirited people who are on a similar journey as you. This is why I do the work that I do. Been there, done that, and got the t-shirt, right? Now I'm coming back to get you. So community is so important, right? Find other people who are doing either what it is that you want to do, right? Find people who've already done it, right? Or are looking to do what it is that you want to do. It makes a world of difference. Like it does. I don't even think there are words that can literally express, but that is a secret weapon for the journey that you are looking to take, right? You're looking to do something different. And you probably have had to talk other people off the ledge, like in your inner circle, right? Maybe on your personal board of directors. You probably have had to talk them off the ledge as you begin to talk about this thing or these things that you want to do that defy the status quo. What do you mean you want to leave a 6-figure job with good benefits? What do you mean you want to leave a government job? What do you mean you're not going to retire from there? What do you mean? That doesn't make sense. You want to leave security to try at a business? What do you mean? What I know is that I've done it and my clients are doing it, right? And we have a community that I'm building, constantly building and inviting people into to have what it is that I just explained to you, like minds, like spirits, on similar journeys to change the world, one offer at a time, in your zone of genius, period, and in purpose. That's why I do what I do. And I know that if you tap into that, if you tap into, you really get hyper focused on getting the clarity that you need, you get hyper focused on getting confident, whatever that looks like, mustering up the confidence to do it scared. And then you wrap yourself in community, you tap into community, the right community, the game is forever changed for you. So before I end this video, I want to again make the invitation to book a complimentary strategy session with me. If you know that community is what you've been missing, if you know that confidence is nowhere in sight, or maybe you have a little bit, you've been working on that piece, and if you know like the clarity isn't there, like you just do not know how, and not knowing the how is keeping you paralyzed, it's keeping you stuck and in a place that's no longer serving you, we should talk. Go to daniellethecoach.com/apply and book a complimentary strategy session with me. And we'll see what next might look like for you. If you got something good from this, let me know in the comments below. And make sure if you caught the replay, you let me know by dropping hashtag replay. Thank you so much for watching.